What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires taking a look at another SID mod. Now this is proper modding here. This is pretty sweet. Now you guys remember the original Raptor that he did? Well, he took that Raptor and basically just pretty much turned everything up. This thing is the SID Raptor pre-runner. It is absolutely ridiculous. I would say I want to say it's a lot better handling specifically. I mean, as you can see, he's widened the track width. It's a whole lot more responsive. It actually slides through corners a whole lot better than the original one did. It's got a lot more suspension travel, and it's actually got a lot more protection against damage as well. The lights do work. All of the lights work, but that's really not what you're concerned about with this truck. You just want it to go fast, and honestly, that's why I brought it to the Blackwater Raceway. I mean, there's really no better place to test this thing. Really, honestly, no better place that you could even think of in Spin Tires to test this truck. Now, brought it to this section so you could just kind of get a jump out of it right off the bat, and you can just see how composed it is over sections like this. And it's not very composed. Well, it was more composed when I did a practice lap, was it? Maybe I'll turn the diff lock back on. I had the diff lock on during my practice lap, and the practice lap went a whole lot better, and it wasn't very embarrassing like it was back there. That's better. But the thing is, with the stock Raptor, it was good, but it kind of bounced a little bit on jump landings. This one still does a little, but not quite as much as the original one did. This one soaks up bumps a little bit better, and as you can see, it actually hugs corners pretty nicely. There's no plowing of understeer, nothing like that. There was a little bit of that with the original one, but this one has absolutely none of it. This thing just absolutely destroys pretty much everything in its path. Now, I feel like it's not quite as fast in a straight line as the original. For some reason, it just doesn't seem to have that same amount of power. I don't know if that was a deliberate thing on SID's part, but I'm sure that's something that can be fixed later down the road. I mean, if it's anything like changing the power output of vehicles as you did it in the original beta, then if it's anything like that, then it's going to be extremely easy. Now, let's go ahead and swap these out for the default wheels and tires and go again. And actually, you know what? Let's see if we just throw it into high. Oh, that's better. That's better. It's definitely quicker than in high than it was in auto. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's... No, it's a little quicker. It's definitely a little quicker. Now, let's see if we can maintain this speed. Super composed. No real drama from this truck. I mean, a lot of these trucks, you know, you deal with a lot of drama off of these jumps and stuff. This one it's just like off the jump and then landing, and off the jump and then landing, and I got a little bit of a run-in with some understeer there, but let's see if we can get it off this jump. Oh, yes. Much better. Much better. Stick it in high, and that's the way to go if you want to do a good lap of the... good lap of this raceway. And plus, you also don't have to worry about the automatic gearbox just kind of changing down whenever you get into water or anything like that. That's always been a little bit of an annoying thing that the automatic gearboxes and Spin Tires always seem to do. But putting this thing in high just completely solves all of it. Completely. Just no fuss, nothing whatsoever, just solves all of it. And even if you land kind of in a precarious situation like I did back there, there's still no fuss about this thing recovering. It just recovers and goes, hooks up, no problems whatsoever. And it looks great too. That's the other thing I was getting to, is the fact that it looks great and everything functions really well. It especially looks great from the front. He did a really good job making the front of this thing look as menacing as really as it needs to be. This thing is a menacing vehicle, and it really performs up to that caliber. And if you're talking about something that's even better than his original Raptor, which was a beast in itself, this thing definitely, it lives up to that, but it also exceeds that. And I think that once he fully releases this thing, it's going to be one of the best mods you can get your hands on if you like just absolutely crazy fast vehicles, just that can rip around tracks like this in Spin Tires. It absolutely just goes insane. And you know what? You could use it as a scout vehicle if you really wanted to. You could use it for a scout vehicle on pretty much whatever map you wanted, because there's not much that can stand in this truck's way. There really isn't. In fact, when I finish this second lap, I'm gonna see if I can get it to go up some areas on this map that you're technically not supposed to go, but I think it'll probably do it since it's a little bit of a beast of a machine. Then, yeah, we're actually not going to stop this time. Let me go ahead and... not really any areas that I think I want to go for right off the bat. I think I'll go around this corner and head up some of the areas by the rocks. Ooh, it was getting a little slidey back there. Alright, let's see what it can do. Right... I don't know, actually. I'm trying to think about where I want to actually test this thing. Maybe right here? And you know what? We'll put it back in auto so we can just reverse right back out and then head back the other way. And you know what? No, I know where I wanted to test it, and this was not where I wanted to test it. It's actually up the road a little bit, or up the track. So we can get... Ooh, okay. There's a little bit of two-wheel action happening. Perfect landings, though. It just lands with no unsettling of the suspension. It's not bouncing all over the place. It's not kind of, it doesn't fall on its face, so to speak, on jump landings. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. And as you can see, it's just like, oh, rocks? What's that? It doesn't even matter. It just goes. But yeah, if there are any areas that you just want to get to, this thing it'll just go. It will just go immediately. Let's see if we can... Ooh. Where are you going? You can almost let it have a mind of its own. Almost just kind of start driving it, not even turn, because it'll just go anywhere pretty much. I mean, and the sheer incline of that just went straight up. Oh, don't... Nope, okay. Come on. There you go. It does really well with its crawling, too. Even when the driver manages to get it snagged on a rock or something, like I just did, it actually does a decent job of pulling itself out. Let's see if we can get it backed up a little bit. Oh, not quite working. Well, actually, no, you know what? That is working somewhat. Not sure about this position we've got ourselves into, to be quite honest with you. I just kind of want to back down without... Wow. Didn't roll it over or anything. I know it's kind of a... kind of a crazy idea, but let's see if we can go back up that way. This is a bad idea. Don't try this. Yeah, that didn't work. Stick it in low. Or crawler gear. See if we can get it just to kind of... Sticking it in high is worse. Sticking it in high, it just... Oh, God. Okay. What? Just stalled it out trying to climb up that rock. It's just like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I'm just going to stall out. But if you're rolling, you can put it in high and start it back up. And if you're already rolling, it'll just go. It's not going to die out on you or anything. Let's see if we can get... Oh, God. Oh, God. Aww. Wow, that's sad. That's really sad. You know what? We are going to rescue the garage simply because I am not willing to end another Spin Tires video with a rollover. I know that I've been doing that a lot lately, and it's not the way I've been wanting to end these videos, but a couple of times during my last recording sessions, I've been slightly pressed for time, and I had to end the video there, and I was like, damn, I really don't want to end the video like this. I've got the truck upside down. But thankfully... Okay, no, never mind. I thought we were headed, like, straight for that freaking rock. And yeah, without the diff lock on, it will slide around. It'll slide around quite a bit until you lose it. Okay. Formula Spin Tires. Actually, no. You know what? Let's see how it does in the... doing the reverse layout. I know the reverse layout is like no point in doing it because at a certain point there is one jump that is basically impassable, but it's worth it. It's worth it to just try and see how far a vehicle can get, and this is definitely a good vehicle to try it with since it's so quick and yet so tough and so rugged. I'm definitely up to speed now. Ugh. Keeping this thing in a straight line at full speed is a challenge in itself. Off the jump. Oh, God. Come on, come on, come on. It's doing it. Here we go. You're getting it. Haven't run into any ridiculous jumps so far, but if you know the track layout, you know where we're headed soon. Should just follow that river sometime and see where it goes. I mean, it's gonna go to the end of the map, but it might as well like go somewhere other than, who knows? Maybe there's a secret area back there. Doubtful, but I've never gone back there to check, and you never know if you haven't checked. And honestly, the reverse layout's not so bad until you get to those jumps that were only planned, you know, only made to go a certain direction. That one's not quite as bad because you can just kind of climb right up it. The one that we have later on, though, is pretty bad. I'm trying to think of ways to just kind of take it from the side. I don't think I can. This is a bad idea. Oh, yeah, that's terrible. Ow. But thankfully... Thankfully, the Raptor doesn't care. Just goes. This truck, you know what? This truck is the Spin Tires equivalent of #AintCare. That's what this truck is. That's the Spin Tires. This is the Spin Tires equivalent of that entire mindset. That's just what this truck is all about. Like, for example, here. When I have just decided that I don't like this track anymore and I want to go this way. Or not, or get snagged on a rock and kill the thing. But, if you guys enjoyed this test, then don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. This truck will be released soon, and I hope you guys will check it out when it's done. I think this thing is an absolute monster. And again, if you guys enjoyed, hope to see you guys in the next one. Talk to you guys later.